Welcome to our birthday simul stream. What's up, Asterbait? You remembered. I was worried you were detained or something. According to Leechess, you haven't been on since 15 hours. Or at least your last game was like 15 hours ago, which I thought was probably a record for the majority of the year. So I was afraid you weren't going to make it. Good to see VIP Asterbait. We have lights, sound, action. Alright, it's a long day today. It's still a long day. But I wouldn't want to cancel our simul. Next week is Christmas. Next week is the day after Christmas, so we'll probably still do a simul, but lots of holiday stuff, Omicron variant, I don't know what's going on. So we'll do what we can do. Mr. Koffefe, what's up? No beating me on my birthday. Simul. You're not allowed to beat me on my birthday, Simul. Which I told my opponent today after the game was over. Thankfully, he didn't beat me. That would be disappointing. I think I've lost on my birthday before. I'm almost certain. In the not so distant past. I vaguely remember losing a recent birthday day tournament game. Alright. We are hosting a simul here. It's 25 board weekly Sunday simul. Mr. Koffefe, Asterbait, my faithful friends. Not many of you left. On a sad note, a player I didn't know, but a famous Serbian grandmaster passed away today. Picked a bad day to do it. Bosko Abramovich, who I never knew, but he was a well-known GM. Rest in peace. But for the most part, this is a good day. I'm sorry to hear when a notable chess player passes on. The eternal chess afterlife. But our respect. We've got a new simul, International Master Sparkle Horse Twitch simul. 15 plus 30. Weekly classical simul. Weekly classical birthday simul. I wish I had a birthday every week. For I am Will Pascal, Sladgie on Twitch. Check us out on Twitch. You already are if you're hearing me. Donate, please. Streamlabs or PayPal. Simul rules, no computers, books, or action will be taken, Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee will take action. No London. That's all we need to say. Please don't play bullet speed, and please don't play if you can't stay for 3 hours. Thanks, Mr. Sohan. Thanks to my opponent for not beating me today. Thanks, Snuggles the Snail, for a happy birthday. Lots of frogs. But my team is in trouble. We needed to win our match today, and I thought I did my part by holding off a tough opponent with black, but we only managed to draw our team match 6-6, and the opposing team is 3 points ahead of us in our Hungarian Team Championship. So with like 4 rounds left, it's not looking good. We're gonna need some miracles or something. I witnessed one of the worst end games I've seen in a long time. Our team came this close to not losing the last game, but lost. Mr. Coffee, 500 bits. Mr. Slow with 5 gift donations. 5 gift sub donations. Very generous, guys. Always generous. But yeah, I spent the whole day like a real game today. No quick draw, unfortunately. So I used up a lot of my energy. We'll see what we got left in the tank. It was a good game though. Good game today. Correctly played by both sides. I was a little worse, but I play better when I'm a little bit worse. Mr. Coffee, 500 bits, sir. Very generous. Mr. Sohand, is that right? You donated 5 gift subs to the community. They're not adding onto top gifters. My stream doesn't update fast enough on Twitch, so I can't tell the totals. But it looks like Mr. Sohan donated 5 gift subs now, and he's donated 8 this week. Mr. Coffee with 500 bits right now. And appreciate it, guys. We're going to get the Simul going. Host new Simul. We're going to share the Simul page. I'm a little flustered. I was hoping for a quick draw today. It didn't happen. I didn't know who I was going to play for sure. They imported a very strong opponent for me. Thought I would get a nice, friendly Hungarian draw, but no. I was prepared with Plan B. You know, fortunately, didn't stay out late playing poker last night. I was serious today. So we've got. There's a Simul link. So don't beat me on my birthday. Where is everybody? Slendrina, the only one I recognize. Asterbate. Of course, Mr. Slow. Asterbate. Amoeboid. I believe Big Dummy is a subscriber, or was as of last Simul stream. Slendrina was a subscriber. Thanks to Snuggles the Snail for being a subscriber as well. I think they got gifted last week by probably Mr. Slowhand. I'm gonna do the please accept me from Mixolplix. It's always nice when people ask me nicely, like Mix asks me politely. Please, you're welcome. Nudge Papa. So my team facing another rival team that's slightly ahead of us. We really needed to win 12 board match today, and it was only 6-6. It's looking bad. It's looking bad. We're going to need a miracle or something to overtake them for second place in the upcoming weeks, but I'm not optimistic. Our bottom board, we have to have a junior and a woman player, and we had a problem getting our best woman player on the team. Somebody bailed at the last moment, and then our replacement second string female player didn't have enough time and they couldn't come. We'd have our third string women player, which was bad. She lost, and then our junior just like lost with white in 14 moves. I don't understand what the kid was doing. You got to have one junior and one woman on the team, or there's like a penalty. And both of our women and children first. Blame the women and children for our team collapse today. It sucks, but always blame the women and children first, Mr. Coffee. Top prize for top team is basically qualifying for the first division. We're trying to qualify for the Hungarian Superliga, and only one team will do it, and it looks like this is pretty devastating. On paper, my team is stronger than the other team, but they've got all these weird guys who seem stronger than their ratings on their team. I don't know where they dig them up. All right, we had a board 4 meltdown. The guy was like, it looked like he had forced mate or something. Then he lost. An extremely long ending. Anyway, that's our story for today. We'll let Ruslan Barrett play today, but he's promising not to play Bullet. Someone on sound, great to have you back. You can take over in the chat room. Nefyadov, great to see you. Happy holidays for Nefyadov. I've got a total of 10 players. We're looking for more. And after you qualify, is there some prize? I think they give away brooms and cleaning supplies. At least that's how they do it in Serbia. I don't remember. I got a medal the last time. Just like some cheesy medal. Like 4 years ago we won our division. I think I got a cheesy medal. Nice to what? Not be working. Oh, so the log 4 error was hell. A broom and a medal. I got a bar of chocolate today. That was my birthday present. Really generous from my teammates. They gave one to everyone, but I was counting that as my birthday present. Of course, I couldn't stay around. I always have to run home because of this. The SIMUL, I would be like partying and drinking beers with my teammates every Sunday. Oops. Am I still here? Is my SIMUL still here? So we've got a total of 10 players. Felix the cool guy. Where is everybody? Hanzik. Wow, Notch Papa did what? Notch Papa 2020 just donated 10,000 bits. Dude, for my birthday? Are you serious? He just donated 10,000 bits? Wow. Dude, thank you so much. Notch Papa just donated 10,000 bits to the stream. That is so insane. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't remember the last time I had a 10,000 bit donation. That was years ago. That is so insanely generous. Notch Papa been playing here. Are you in the SIMUL already? He's been playing in my SIMULs for a couple of years. But man, so much thanks. Wow. My reaction was a little slow because honestly my my Twitch page is really slow. I should watch it on Streamlabs. That's a little bit faster. Mr. So just donated lucky 13 gift subs to the community. He's donated 668 in total, including but not limited to Chess Dude Guy, Saronche, Jernvlad, Aaron Sebastian, King Shield, Repo and I Am Coach, Henry Lustgarden, and others. Wow, man. Seriously, you guys, insanely generous, especially, you know, Mr. Notch Papa. I'm 39, again, for the 10th year. Super thanks to Notch Papa, and of course, Mr. Slow. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. I had a tough game today. I had to draw with black against a strong player. I'm a little bit sapped from the stress. That's a juicy amount of support. You've been hanging out with Art Vega too much, Cheesemate. If you call things, you sound like Art Vega. Juicy. That's a juicy amount of support. Seriously, wow, unbelievable. Thank you so much, guys. Super thanks to Notch Papa, Big Daddy, and Cheesemate with a gift sub. Everybody's very generous. Thanks so much. Mr. Sohan, Tazik, happy birthday. Thank you. I'm gonna get this thing started before I fall asleep or something. It's a long simul. Can you stay up 3 hours? Baboon. Right. Alright. I can't stop saying thank you enough. Totally. Way too much. Thank you. Notch Papa. Very generous, sir. Alright. Karch, Andre. Should we take Sybil again? Are they really not an engine? They never lose. Alright, we'll give them another try. Maybe they're legit. Kalos. Wait, who's Kalos? Okay, that's Kalos. Some superhero. Kalos. Wasn't that a Star Trek episode, Mr. Coffee? Man, I was afraid. I was prepared for my opponent to play the London today, but he didn't. I wanted to say thank you. So we don't have that many players, but we have very, very generous players. Holidays are approaching. Let's see. Luke Zimmer, yeah. Mr. Sladgie. Boca do Inferno. Okay. Boca do Inferno. Boca. That's my Spanish teacher used to say. Cierra la boca. We'll get going in about 5 minutes. Exactly. Pratik, can you accept me, please? Boca. Pratik. Pratik, you're not in the list. Let's see. Felix, the cool guy. Felix is playing. Alex, calm. He's playing. Luke Zimmer. Let's take Luke. Midoriya. We played before. Morv and Anon. Yeah, guys, I'm a little bit zonked mentally. So, let's see. Let me fix this. Why is my... Alright, my chat is working better. Someone in sound just donated 10,000 bits as well. Wow. Dude just played... You guys just paid for my birthday. Insane. You more than paid for my birthday. Luke Zim Gamer. Happy birthday, thanks. First time chat is happy birthday. Luke, are you in the chat trying to challenge? Mr. Someone on Sound and Notch Papa, you're gonna start a trend of people like donating 10,000 bits. I'm gonna lose my mind. Happy birthday and happy Christmas, my friend. Someone on Sound. You and Notch Papa. Insanely generous. What? Luke Sim trying to challenge. Yeah, did you get in? Yeah, I let you in. I let you in. I'm a little flustered mentally. I had a long tournament game today. Let's just take these guys, and I mean, if there's not enough players, I'm just gonna start with however many we have. I don't have to have 25. We're a little short of players today. I have only 20 players. Who else wants to play? But I don't want to wait too much longer. Cheesemate, are you playing? You can't stay? Mr. Someone on Sound and Notch Papa, you guys are way too generous. Percy Hepworth, subscriber, that makes it 21. We have a max of 25 players. I just want to thank my today's opponent for not being able to beat me. I would have felt really bad if I lost on my birthday. It was my first tournament game in like a month. I really did not want to lose, but I had to play black against a very strong player today. Never a really like promising experience. You'll just watch. All right, thank you. Guys, last call for the SIMUL. We've only got 21 players. I think a lot of people are, away for the holidays or whatever. It looks like Zion Pasha makes 22. Mobile Dan. Delver Flips just gifted a tier 1 sub. I'm getting messages on my phone for my birthday. Usually I have my phone turned off. Good thing that wasn't on during my tournament game today. Alright, phone, volume, ringtone off. Thank you everybody for the kind birthday. Thank you Delver for the gift sub, Mobile Dan. Alright, we'll just let these players play. K Calabash. I've got to get this thing started. We have room for one more player. Who's the last call? Last call. Last call, last call, last call. Result draw, I drew. I needed to draw with black. My job was to hold a draw with black. I'm a bastion. Bastion of board 1. My opponent, I didn't think he was ever going to bring him from Romania because he hadn't played any matches away. And secondly, I thought he would play the freaking D4. They bring the guy and he plays e4 against me. So I didn't think I was playing him, and I didn't think he was going to play e4. So I was really, perfectly prepared. It's a good thing I was teaching one of my students how to play the white side of the c3 Sicilian this week. That's all I'll say, because it helped me at least think about the opening a little bit better. I had no clue my opponent played the c3 Sicilian with white, or could. Alright, well anyway, I got 24 players. Going, got last call. Going, we got players. Juicer, Carlson, and I've beaten Ferrugia. Beaten Ferrugia doesn't have enough games. Juicer, Carlson. We'll take Juicer, Carlson. Alright, that's it. 25 games, start. I'm going to do Zen mode. Zen mode makes it fun for the regulars, so I can guess who they are. Oh, Delver flips. Takes like 3 hours. These are long simuls, even though I don't start with a lot of initial time. I made the board too big. I will fix it. That was for playing a training game. I had made it bigger than usual. Master list, thank you. So, yeah, I wasn't sure who I was going to play today, and it depends on who I'm going to play. And I could play like one of 3 different players. They'd had 3 different players playing board 1. They didn't know I would play for sure, though. It was like 95%. Alright. But our bottom... a couple of our boards just collapsed. One kid lost with white and 12 moves. I don't understand. He's actually pretty decent. I don't understand. And another player I had to watch self-destruct in a drawn endgame. He had like knight against knight, bishop, and pawn, and he could have traded his knight for the last pawn, and he didn't see it. I mean, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm standing there watching it. He has a knight against a knight, a bishop, and a pawn, and he had a way to trade off the knight and win both the pawn and trade a minor piece to the forced draw, and he didn't see it. 2200 FIDE player, and he can't see this. Alright. Maybe you should play the c3 Sicilian with white yourself. Yeah, I tried it in a couple of training games. I've always made fun of the c3 Sicilian. As a Sicilian player, it's like... It's hard, man. I've trained my whole life to, like, make fun of people who play the c3 Sicilian, so... It feels weird to play it with... It would feel weird to play it with white. I feel like I was selling out. Really. It's not as bad as playing the Smith Mora as a Sicilian player, but it would feel like I'm a sellout. The Sicilian is the opening I've been the most faithful to my whole life. The one opening I've been completely faithful to. But I mean, it did help me, like working with one of my students. He asked me, he said, I want to maybe play the c3 Sicilian. This was like last week. And I don't know almost, very much at all about the white side of the c3 Sicilian. But he was like, please, help me to work on this. So I did. And, if it hadn't been for that, I mean, I don't think... A couple of players, basically, working with them helped me to know what I was doing today. I mean, not like I don't know how to play against c3 Sicilian, but still, I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't think this guy plays it, and if I had, if I hadn't done those lessons with my students, I don't think my mind would have been in the right place. The dude had prepared with my Lichess games, by the way, which I knew he would. So I was like, I knew that he had looked at all my Lichess games recently. I've been playing this line against the c3 Sicilian with d5 and bishop f5. Like, it's game over if I prepared. If I played what he thought I was gonna play, he was like prepared to the hilt probably. So I just played a line I hadn't played very much recently. I'm sure he was super prepped for the line I played the last couple of games. He had probably been scanning all my Lichess games. Yeah, dude, no, he even mentioned it after the game. He was like, yeah, I saw a lot of games on Lichess. I'm like, yeah, that's great. I know about that. Yeah, I'm face up. I mean, I've got to be realistic. I mean, people are going to see all these games. They would be really silly not to. No, it was a draw. It was a good game. Like, he was slightly better, but we both played really well, and it just ended in a draw. I didn't castle Uber driver. Imagine that. I couldn't castle. That was my problem. Uber driver's making fun of me because I don't castle. Happened again. God damn it. Every time. I had to castle manually with King F8, King F8, King G8, and H5, Rook H6. You know, one of those jobs. It's always fun. You like act like you never heard about the castling rule. It's actually pretty standard in this line of the C3 Sicilian, but not exactly in the position I played. We sort of wandered into some kind of side variation that for some reason there were very few games there. No, I honestly thought the guy was going to play like a form of London. He had... I mean, I also checked his Lee Chess games. He doesn't play that much here like I do. But he had been playing a lot of some kind of Jabava style London games, which is kind of an annoying setup. So I was just kind of going on the assumption that he would play that. And people know how much I hate the London, so I figured he would definitely play it, and then he didn't. Which was weird. You always try to push me into a different style of game. A3. The important thing is A3. Juicebox Wizard. Sorry you missed the SIMUL. Did you want to play? Thanks everybody for the birthday of sport. Super shout outs to Notch Papa for 10,000 bits, Someone on Sound for 10,000 bits, and Mr. Slowhand for a boatload of gift subs. All you guys, very, very generous. Move 11, thank you, man. Move 11 also helped me with my C3 Sicilian preparation, because I was forced to play a couple of training games. Actually, with you also, Mr. Someone on Sound. Someone on Sound, I've had a couple of C3 training games with Someone on Sound and Move 11. I had to play the black side of the Knight F6 mainline C3 Sicilian, and I wasn't prepared for it today. No London, I said. Make me angry on my birthday. So Someone on Sound, we got into one of the main lines of a C3 Sicilian. I wasn't anticipating. Yeah, the game's in a study. Can you see my Hungarian Team Championship study? Move 11. I'm not sure if I made that. I thought that was public, but I'm not sure. I had a Hungarian Team Championship 2021 study that might or might not be public. But man, my memory is like very vague, and I couldn't remember exactly the theory I'd looked at. It's a bit late. Unfortunately, yeah, there's no late joining. You can kibitz. Round 6, right. I only have 2 games in there. The other games are like boring draws, so I don't put in the boring draws, just the exciting draws. I have... What do I have? 6 draws? I don't know, having a contest with... No, 5 draws. It's round 6, but I have 5 draws, because we had a bye round. So, I'm having a contest with Schieberspieler to see who can have more draws in one year of the Hungarian Team Championship. So far, we're like tied. I don't know, Uber driver, man. There's so many different ways to play that there is no... What have I done? I did that? I did that, apparently. I'm playing the hyper-accelerated Queen's Indian. There's so many different ways to play the black side of the c3 Sicilian. I just tried to play a main line, but I haven't been playing it much. I had to on my feet play something that I hadn't played lately because the guy was looking at my games and stuff. So another weird thing was after the game he said maybe we played before. I have no recollection of that whatsoever. But he didn't sound so sure either. It's pretty bad if I'm forgetting my own games. I don't remember playing him. But he said he thought we played it was an accelerated dragon. I mean, that makes sense. It's pretty bad if you start forgetting who you played against. Yeah, who plays this weird bishop f5 variation? Nefedov wouldn't do that. Nefedov, you wouldn't do that, would you? Bishop takes b1, rook takes b1, queen a5 check. Is that a lie? That looks crazy. I'm just going to play g3 even though it's probably not the best move. I'm going to play a c3 Sicilian. It's a c3 Sicilian celebration. I'm just playing all kinds of random stuff. Alright. Yeah, but thanks to the students who I practice c3 Sicilians with, I was totally taken by surprise. Uh-oh. G3. Who played that? And I can't remember anything. Someone else did this. Was that you, Uber driver? See, if my bishop wasn't on b7, I could play for bishop a6. But that's not an option here. I suspect this could be Uber driver. I feel like someone I played bishop takes f3 against. That move kind of goes against my... you're not playing today. Well, that would make it unlikely then. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming for my birthday. Simul, please don't beat me. Except for the guys who donated 10,000. Those guys are allowed to win. There was this funny thing that happened a couple years ago. This one guy donated a really big donation, and then I blundered and lost. He was the lowest rated player. And it looked like I just lost on purpose, but I would never do that. He made a huge donation to the stream, and then I lost with white in less than 20 moves. C takes d5. Thanks, Uber driver. Good point. Yeah, I hate it when I find it more annoying to play against people who play the c3 Sicilian on move 3 for some reason. It's like you're not prepared for it or something. It's even more annoying. We haven't seen Ayesta in a long time. Very famous grandmaster passed away. I saw on Facebook today. I didn't ever meet him, but the Serbian grandmaster Bosko Abramovic, he was a legendary veteran player. Not is all good news on my birthday. Queen c2, so there's no Suma here. Among Us with chess engines. Only one is using an engine. Oh wow, the bishop a6, queen's Indian. We haven't had that in ages. Juicebox Wizard, thanks. I had the same position earlier this week. I don't know why everybody plays B3 against the Benko. And Pear, yeah. I'm threatening to play in the World Senior next year in Italy, by the way. I would qualify even though I won't technically be 50. November of 2022. A couple of my teammates said they want to go with me. Bring the late middle-aged Hungarian crew to the World Senior Championship next year. I don't normally travel in groups, but they're alright. Here we go. Averbach? Gonna be 100. Yeah, dude, he's definitely way beyond 90. That's something, isn't it? That's cool. That's amazing. I'm gonna try this knight f6. It drives me crazy. This is Uber Driver variation. He's saying like you should play castles. What's the difference, right? Oh, there's Tony Miles like Queen c7. And Pear, thanks for stopping by. Okay, so Bishop f4 Nimzo. This is really weird. It's actually a line I played in the Queen's Indian if you play a Queen's Indian. Bishop b7. Yeah, Queen b3 there. I don't know if we're talking about the same position. Okay. Maybe Notch Papa. No, who's used all that time? That's not like him. That's not like Notch Papa. Universitate Cluj. Happy birthday. We played with the Romanian IM today. And after the game, it was a hard-fought game, but it was a draw. I told him thanks for not beating me on my birthday. It's funny. I didn't want to lose on my birthday. Okay, Queen's Gambit declined, which I rarely play. Yeah, this is a funny position. There's only one good move for white here. Bishop e3. I'm praying I don't lose any games in SIMUL. You know, it's happened twice only. Someone like thought that it never happened. It's just been a long time. I've done these SIMULs every week for like years now, and almost every week for years, and I think there's only two times when I was undefeated. So it's theoretically possible for me not to lose, but it's like a 1 in... There's like a 1 in 50 chance of me not losing. Uber Driver's #1 rule of the C3 Sicilian has been violated. He was like, don't let them run you over with D4, D5. The first rule of C3 Sicilian school. Uh-oh. Here? See here, my opponent is attempting the face hugger. I've been collecting ideas for funny, not funny, well yeah, kind of like funny chess concepts for videos, and one of them is the alien face hugger, which I refer to as when the knight The knight goes on b4, threatening to go in the corner, supported by a bishop, and you have to play knight a3 to like prevent it from going in, and then you can't get rid of it. The reason I bring it up is because if anyone has any ideas of funny chess concepts, you know, particularly ones that I've mentioned on my stream, I'm trying to kind of catalog ideas. Things like, my list includes Facehugger, 3 a.m. defense, the elf on a shelf, amputated octopus. Well, no, knight h4 is a refutation of the Facehugger, yeah. Yeah, that's a critical line. I can refute the Facehugger here with knight h4, like knocking out the mothership. But I'm just saying, if people remember any funny things we've joked about, let me know. Thanks, Mr. Sohand, as well, for the donated gift subs, and Notch Papa and someone on sound very generously donating. So I have c5, bishop e7, queen b7. How about that? I think this should work. Okay, h3. Yeah, why not? I mean, what's wrong with h3? It actually makes a lot of sense. Why does nobody else ever play h3 there? I guess they do. What? I'm confused already. Whatever. Alright, open Sicilian. This is the e3. This is kind of like a c3 Sicilian. We're threatening to overrun him with d5. Trade of bishops. Take your time. Take your time penalty. This is another Facehugger situation. I had a game with Zoltan Ribley in this line. One of my only Queen's Gambits. Another player who like surprised me in the opening. Ribley, like, I was expecting to play like d4, d5, knight f3, d4, d5, c4, e6, knight f3, and he played knight c3, and I knew he was prepared for the Nimzo, and I wasn't prepared, and so I just like played the Queen's Gambit on a lark. But this is kind of risky, the c5. Uh-oh. Psychopath detected. Let's play the London and randomly play h5. That has to be the Carlsen, Juicer Carlsen or something. The scumbag shuffle. When you're totally losing, you just try to flag Sladgie in the SIMUL by playing lightning quick, non-committal pieces shuffling. I don't think I'm going to do any feature videos on that. Is that a King Crusher line? Sounds like it. You're talking about h5 there? Oh no, this is someone on sound. Someone on sound has been detected. Action will be taken. Yeah, who else would play the Oogle? Dude, you know I never remember what I'm doing here with white. So a4 sucks. We've been here before. a4 sucks, and it's only equal for white. So you have to play f3. Or castles, I guess. Is castles? How bad is castles? Castles? Okay, we caught someone on sound. But it was easy. You know, no one else plays this line. I played it once or twice. And either time or both times I drew against good players, but someone knows it. He knows it better than me. What happens on f3 d5, right? I don't understand. Let's try to come up with some kind of novelty to mess him up. There's like no novelty here. What novelty could I possibly play? Queen F3. Queen F3. It looks like trouble. You could theoretically play Queen F3. And if D5... Uh-oh is right. Queen F3, D6, H3. So what's up with Queen F3? Queen F3, Knight E5, obviously. Queen E2. Then like Knight G4. But it's not really convincing. I think I can try this. Famous last words. Make someone unsound think for himself. A6. Seems funky in this position. How bad can it be? Creativity is not bad. Alright. Think for yourself, dude. Think for yourself, someone unsound. Alright. So A6. A6 gel. Bishop G5. Knight E4. Survey says Bishop G5. Then Knight E4, then Pawn takes D5, then Knight takes Knight, Pawn takes Knight, Queen takes D5. My bishop's just sort of an idiot sitting out there for no reason on G5, but A6 isn't the most useful move either. Or we can play Bishop G5, Knight E4, and then move our bishop. That seems sort of dumb. I don't know. Open it up. Now the variation I faced before was pawn takes B5. Last week it was pawn takes B5, E takes D5. Now we have pawn takes pawn. And I have to play F takes. Unless you have another fancy idea. Okay, let's play... Who could be playing E4, by the way? Using that much time. The time use, I would say it's Asterbate. Who just wastes like 2 minutes? Who the heck just wastes 2 minutes? Oh no, how did this happen? Oh, this is our Queen's... So this is probably Uber Driver. Why do I always think the Queen's Gambit Accepted is Uber Driver? It's a Steinitz, Queen's Gambit Accepted. Okay, so black should lose a piece here. Why don't you want us to play London? That's my least favorite opening. I'm anti-London. Yeah, it's boring. Basically, it's boring and it's overplayed. It's like when you listen to the same song. It's like when a radio station plays the same Britney Spears song for like, 14 hours a day. You get tired of hearing it, I'm just saying. whatever random pop artist you want to insert. Like, yeah, it's kind of my meme. It's boring. Everyone plays it. It's like driven down into the ground. And actually, it's a bad opening to play for that exact reason, you know? Because everyone overplayed it, now, like, everyone knows how to play against it. So it's like the worst surprise ever. Play a surprise opening with 0 surprise value. Now I could play knight h4 here, but I'm a little bit worried about my knight offsides. I want to support e4 though. Maybe e4 anyway. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna fly. What I want to do here. What I want to do here. That's kind of a London. This is probably Notch Papa. No! I didn't get him. It's Percy Hepworth. I played Queen d3 against you. That was you, right? Notch Papa and I had a couple of games in this line. So it was you that I had the previous game with on the SIMUL. I was wondering about that earlier this week. I couldn't remember who it was. So if I take Percy Hepworth, it must have been you. Anything weird means automatic CD5. That's like the most dogmatic thing I ever heard. I'm a champion of dogma, Uber driver. That's why I never castle. Like again today. Play a strong international master who's almost 2,500. Don't castle. You know, I mean, it's like... No, I hate dogma. I love being creative. That's why I banned the London. Here we go again with Queen d3. So I played c4 incorrectly on a previous misadventure. My buddy. Thought he was your buddy. Who's the world's biggest Rashevsky fan? Uber driver. I promote his book, you know. The Art of Positional Play. An old favorite of mine. One of my earliest favorite books. And it's still worth its weight in gold. As a chess book, guys, take your time. It's a long game. No need to play bullet. So what am I going to do here? I don't know. I really want to play like Queen c8, but it's slow. Okay. So I don't know where we are here in this weird... Here we are in the weird... Oh, I remember something. Wait. No, that was a different position. Thinking of a different position. Damn it. I don't understand what happened with the move order here. Well, he's played e3, Queen b3, Knight c3, I guess. Not really sure about that one. I made everyone sign an affidavit not to play the London, but they don't listen. Now Bishop g5, really? The Sumaher backup account or something? Practically no one plays that. It's always either A3 or E4. And we got a Sumahair copy. I don't know what to do. That's really weird. The Nimzo with bishop f4. Speaking of variations that don't exist. And the e4 feels weird, but alright. How did I get this, by the way? What was this? This was a Queen's Indian attack. There's another early bishop f5, but that one is reasonable. We're going to transpose. Transpose to a Slav. Kind of heavy. You'd be willing to trade your copy? A few ounces of gold. I hope the price of gold isn't dropping like Bitcoin. Yeah, well, this is weird. Yeah, I mean, so d5 is very principled, but I don't have to rush and play it right away here. Bernstein? Leonard Bernstein? Like who? Are we talking music or chess? Okay, so this line I don't know. I don't know much about what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? Yeah, the Berenstain Bears. That's what I was thinking. My favorite one was like the Berenstain Bears go to the beach or something. It was a series of children's books in English. Bishop g5. Well, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm just gonna trade pawns. So black lost a piece here. Peace out, brother. Yeah, I mean, so this bishop f4, Short played this line, and I said I had a game with Ribley. But yeah, Mr. Uber Driver. Basically, White's supposed to play CD and CD and then DC. So it's like CD, ED, DC, Knight A6, E3, Knight takes C5, something like that. Now we may be transposed to a different line. There was a Fischer-Spassky game in 1972. Seriously? In that line? I didn't know you were talking about that game. I thought you had like been talking about this game. This feels wrong. Now we got uber fast player here. They're playing like bullet chess. You know, even c6 is kind of strangely interesting. Trying to patch up the white squares. You could probably play anything. Just another brick in the wall. Little road work. Pac-Man ambulance. We have Pac-Man sounding ambulances here. You hear that? And the ghosts start like flashing. Don't hear that in America. It's so weird. Alright, I'm going to play this, as strange as that move is. Well, I guess it's normal to play c5. The question is the timing of it. I'm just playing it very early, you know, in that particular position. Now we go back to the main line. This is so weird. Again, Nimzo with bishop on f4. Not something you see every day. Yeah, black's playing down a piece here very quickly. Now this is kind of similar, where my bishop is on c1, not on f4. That's a little different. Now the CD seems to make more sense. Okay, so b3. I think, like, objectively b3 is like your last resort in any kind of position like this, where your London system bishop is out and you don't have a guardian of those dark squares. b3 is the last resort. I mean, knight c3 is probably the best move if you can sack a pawn. And if you can't, then you need to play, like, maybe queen c1. If you can. Okay, it's not that bad for white. It's probably not that bad. It's playable. I was thinking g6. You didn't take, but bishop e7 instead. Well, you're gonna take. Knight c3 or rook d1. Strange. Okay, I can always take on c5. That's definitely a line too. Super duper support from our friends today. Lunch Papa, someone on sound, Mr. Slow, and others. Thank you for the birthday presents, guys and girls. Alright, so last time I kind of like played this wrong. It was a different position. There was something with the knight on c6. Here, I want to play g3. I feel that I want to play g3. Then it's like take, knight f6, and again I'm like kind of screwed there. If I take, he takes with the knight and he can get the queen to d5. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do. I really don't know this line. I just play for fun. Variation that I just don't know very well. It makes chess more fun when you don't know what you're doing, doesn't it? I can't believe how many people are so systematic that they know everything. You know, they know one variation like perfectly, inside and out, every possible permutation. The mystery is gone at that point. There's no mystery anymore. You know, chess is more fun when you're a beginner, honestly. G3. I guess the better you get at chess, the less fun it is. G3 takes, knight f6. I guess I could play like queen f3. That's super weird. Super weird. Well, whatever. Whatever! Bishop, bishop on the wall. Who has the coolest birthday of them all? Knight d7 or bishop g4? Or bishop f5. I can go bishop f5 here. Or can I? Then he has the bishop f5 knight h4 idea. That's awkward. He always has that idea, so I guess I have to do this. Oh, don't hurt me. Okay. Nah, I kind of wimped out with b takes c there. You gotta play something. Whatever. Speed Demon 2.0. Okay, this player is basically primarily interested in playing fast. Not necessarily like great moves, but very fast moves. Wow, knight takes d4. And then there's the spoiler alert. Knight c6 walks right into it. But it's not clear, like knight c6, knight b5, e5. Then I'm like nice and overextended. It's probably best to just play a6 right away. a6. When in doubt, weaken the queen side. I don't love it. So knight c6, knight db5, e5, c takes d. Pawn takes f4. D takes c. And now what do I do? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Back to the future. Yeah. Oh man, I hope this isn't Notch Papa. This is Sybil Dorset. That's even worse. Oh boy. Alright. Well, I've already played against Notch Papa, so I'm warmed up. Risky variation for black. We're gonna take the bull by the horns there. Knight e4 anyway. Alright. I will trade queens since I'm up a piece. Here black is like really resistant to like taking toward the center. Why do you hate that so much? He hates taking toward the center. Let me see if I can convince him. He likes it. You like taking toward the center. Alright, the Tony Miles queen. He's trying to do a fishing pole Siberian attack. Bishop e3 just kind of justifies it. Well, that's annoying. Queen c7. Who would do that? That's crazy. Queen c7 onto the half open file. It's got to be Uber driver. No, this is Felix, the cool guy. Man, he's only 600. That rating can't be accurate. I think his rating's a little bit he's a little underrated. His rapid is 1252 and his blitz is 1389. I think he's not 600. Queen c7 is an interesting move though. Not necessarily bad. I don't like that knight coming to g4. You heard there's some rule where you can move two pieces at the same time. I never heard of that. Again, you know, I keep hearing these rumors about castling, but I don't know. Oh no, the Velimirovich. Oh, e5. I didn't expect that. The Bullet Master played e5. So most people I would think would go for isolating my pawn on d5, but he wanted space. Okay. That's viable. That makes sense. I can see that. Oh man, it's a lot of queen moves. All along I was trying to play for e4, but I still haven't found a way to do it. Knight h4, bishop h7. It's impossible to play e4. Who the f4? Who the f4 would play that? I guess we'll find Uber driver is responsible. Okay, I was mostly concerned about knight on bd7, trying to kind of call my move into question. Now we just have a reverse, what I would call a reverse Nimzo. Bishop f4 is popular. Now you've gone too far now. I gave you 100 chances to take on d4 and you refuse. Again, you refuse. We've got to close it up. Yeah, so this is a weird position. I have to play queen f3. Queen g2 looks a little bit too bizarre. I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah. I don't have to play queen f3. That was the plan. But I guess if you realize your plan is bad, maybe you should change it at some point. It's a workable theory. If you realize your plan is bad at some point, change it. What do you guys think? I think that works for me. It works for me. New quote of the week. Who's coming with a Velimirovich? Nobody normally plays the Velimirovich in this SIMUL. You know, this was like the opening I faced the most out of any single variation in chess, probably. For a long time, at least in Blitz, and then it sort of went out of fashion. I probably had more games this line than any other single chess opening. Seemed like it was endlessly popular. What just happened to a3? For a minute I thought white played knight b1. But that's not. This is a very subtle little move. a3. Happy Hedgehog. Happy the Hedgehog. Alright, Astrobate, you gotta start being like better disguised. Camouflage is wearing thin. Alright, I think we're gonna drink a beer, a celebration beer, since we're an hour into the SIMUL. Beer celebration. Both. What am I saying? Knight d5. That's a weird idea. Let's just castle. Castleitis. Check. The London is forbidden. Told you. Nobody listens. Masturbate. You gotta stop going out for smoke breaks, man. Why hasn't someone like invented like some kind of gadget seriously for indoor smoking? Does this exist? Like you could like smoke in some kind of like bag or something? There's got to be a way to like make it possible to smoke inside, like in restaurants and in your house where you live, where your roommate hates you smoking. There's got to be an invention for that, right? Like some kind of bag that like collects the smoke so you can just smoke in your house and not bother your roommate. Does this kind of invention exist? It's just impractical. It's almost impossible someone hasn't attempted to invent something of that variety. The smoke bag. I remember those, dude. I bought my parents one of those back. I bought my parents for Christmas when I was like a kid. One of those. We still had it. One of the ashtrays that sucks up the smoke. But that's still like only like 60% effective. It doesn't eliminate COVID either. We gotta find a way that Asterby can smoke, you know, inside the house while he's playing, so he doesn't lose like 6 minutes going outside for smoke breaks. Yeah, that was one of those Christmas presents that just went on the shelf. Never got used too much. It was a good novelty item. Alright, I don't know. Is this Uber driver? Damn, I keep trying to guess Uber driver every game. Uber driver just like doesn't move. Oh, by the way, the vaping thing, right? People annoy me. Like, I'd rather just have the regular cigarettes. When they're vaping, they just like have huge, giant clouds of vapor, like on the street. There's like this cloud clear across the street from one smoker. It's excellent for spreading like COVID. Okay, so knight takes a4 or bishop takes a4. I'm not castled yet. Uh-oh. That's why queen f3 is bad. No, I gotta play bishop takes. Alright, so how does this work? Bishop takes. I love the animated thing. The root chest troll. Thanks, Universitate. What's that for? Majorly distracting. So my opponent has employed the Hebden attack. Bishop d3. I'm like, dude, queen a5 is always bad. That's one of my catchphrases. That's my answer to Ben Feingold. Yeah, that's hard to distract. I mean, it's hard to take your eyes away from those cookie monsters, whatever they are. That's mesmerizing. That's seriously disturbing. Yeah, that's totally mesmerizing. Mesmeritis. Oof. The last time I did that was in the Continental Championship against a certain Brazilian Grandmaster. I lost this one game so bad that I swore I would never put a knight on A7 again. Rapport seems to like it though. Richard Rapport likes to put his knights on A2 and A7. I guess it's like a challenge. See how weirdly and badly placed he can make his pieces and still beat people. It's like a self-handicapping kind of thing. I don't find it interesting. I don't need to handicap myself. Maybe for Rapport it's an important challenge. Yeah, my eyes are hurting now. Why did you have to do that? Open sesame. Now, finally. You've fallen into my dastardly trap, Percy Hepworth. Allowing me to equalize. Londonia. Can you imagine a chessboard where every single game you played, the opponent played the London? Imagine if every single game had to be a London. How fast would you quit chess? Well, not everyone would, but I would pretty quickly. Sort of like a chess nightmare. Well, just the bad chess players go there to die. But it's literally the chess nightmare. I don't think that Bosko Abramovich went to London hell, The guy was a good player theoretician. I think he played the King's Indian. King's Indian players don't play the London. You know what I mean? It's like Sicilian players don't play the Bodler. I mean, some people do, like Gada. But it's just it's like a tool for Gada to just grind people down. He knows that it's not great. He's just lazy. Gada was never big on openings. He was trained that way. Your driver would prefer the London over the knight. The London over the knight to A7 Sicilian. Yeah, I guess I'm on board with that. No, as I mentioned earlier, I have played the London in a number of games. I shamefully saw my own games in the database a couple weeks ago. It was just a coincidence. There happened to be two games where I played the London. B5 or no B5? It's kind of overrated here. It also reminds me of a weird C3 Sicilian. That's bad for both sides. Basically, this position is bad for both sides. My view of this position. Stodgy and bad for both sides. What to do? Speaking of the London. Alright, what the heck is going on? Oh, I see. So you drive my guy away from the center? Am I supposed to play some weird move like Queen F4 now? No, then you go to there. I have to do this. It's a bad Queen's Indian. Nimzo reversed. What happens if I played knight d4 now? What do you do? What's wrong with this 4 pawns attack? Four prawns. Guys, thanks for tuning in for my birthday, Simul. Again, thanks for the support. Tomorrow we'll be back. If I don't drink myself into birthday oblivion. Tomorrow we'll be back with Blitz stream from the morning. For the morning. Pawn takes c4, anyone? Actually, how should I play this? It's not so simple. Knight c6, takes. It's not all that great for black. If I take on c4, you take the bishop. Maybe then I just play like bishop d7 or something. Maybe that's more solid. Solid and lame. And this we already checked who this was, or no? Bishop g5 is so weird. Oh man, if rook b8, they could change their mind and play like bishop f4. What a strange position this is. I don't know what to make of this. This is very weird. White doesn't know the opening at all, but then they seem like a good player. Who could this be? It's not Naj Papa. Karch Andre. I couldn't guess who it was. I was curious who it was. I know it's not Naj Papa. He knows theory. Actually, it's funny that I started to try the Benko. That would be a good new opening. I don't know what Notch Papa would do. I rarely use this move order though. So d5. How about d5? It's crazy, right? Crazy like a fox. Queen a5. What happens if you beat me? You get a cheesy medal. It's virtual. It's telepathic. It's imaginary. How the hell do I get my pieces out? This is really irritating. I'm playing like Acerbate, really. This is like one of Acerbate's bad Benonis. We can't have prizes or then everybody would start cheating. Oh, there was this funny story I saw. Some college or something. A professor like got tired of people like not reading the syllabus when the classes started, so he put like a cash prize in the syllabus of his class. If someone just read the whole syllabus, they would realize they could claim like a cash prize. Like no one in the entire class like noticed it. It's pretty sad. Oh God, I don't know. You wouldn't castle queenside, would you? You wouldn't do that. Cookies are good for your health. Well, black has made too many queen moves. And unlike cookies, it's not good for your health. Not necessarily. So this is what happens when I try to get Summon Unsound out of book. What we end up with is like a chaotic mess. Chaotic evil. Knight takes e4, rook takes a4. I mean, that simply looks good for him. What else is new? Knight b5, knight takes e3, knight takes e3. Knight b5, knight takes e3, knight takes e3, rook takes a4, knight takes a4. Queen a5 check, knight c3, knight f3, check. Queen f3, bishop takes c3, check. Pawn takes. What the hell is going on? I think that's actually okay for me. Or no? I was thinking about bishop b3. Knight takes e3. Pawn takes. But then he's gonna like go after my pawn. How about knight takes e4, queen a5 check, c3? It's all over me there as well. It's unbelievable how dynamic he is. Well, I would bet if I lose one game, this is it. It won't be the only one, but at this point, I think this is the game I'm most likely to lose. Summon Unsound didn't come to lose today. I think he hasn't lost. I mean, he's lost one or two recently. Can I just get the hell out of here? Knight b5 again. I don't get that variation. Knight b5. Yeah. London Pro. What just happened? White played a3. Honestly, like, I mean, it's been so long since I played with real players who know the openings in Blitz. I can't remember real theory anymore. Maybe a3's not a bad move. Hebden played bishop g5 against me in Blitz. I remember for sure. The first time I knew about this line. I probably had this position for sure. Yeah, I guess a3 is probably theory. We're still in opening book here. Bishop b7 is reasonable. I don't know. Knight h5, because you can. Why did the chicken cross the road? No, I mean, he needs to make a move. Okay. Freeing the f-pawn. Whoa, where did all your time go? Queen d6, this should be like a standard position. You know, at first I was like, oh, bishop f4 is dangerous. But honestly, he's got to really watch this diagonal. I don't think he could do that. Please don't let me drop my queen. Knight b6, c4. Bishop g4. I have bishop b4 there too. So knight b6, c4 is not so good. I mean, bishop b4 should be okay. Or bishop g4, c5, bishop takes h2 check. Where else can I put my pieces? I guess I could play f5. f5. I don't have a lot of familiarity in this line. All I know is that with white, I hate it. Of course, knight b6 sucks. Can't play rook e8. You can play rook d8. How bad is rook d8? It's rather atypical square. Rook d8. Alright, I'm going to do it. Yeah, bishop c8, the classic Queen's Indian move. Exclamation. Maybe I should play rook f1. Maybe rook e1. Virtual B5. So this is like mainline. Tarash. I mean, I feel like I should trade pieces here. He with less space. Half tradeth pieces. Yo, okay. Don't drop your queen. Take, take. Take, take. Or maybe I shouldn't trade. Maybe I shouldn't take. Just yet. No, I'm going to do it. Guys, we're going to run out of time soon for the guessing game. Petrosian. Channel. The Petrosian channel. Not afraid. Put my king in the center. So is this Nudge Papa? Yeah. Nudge Papa taking his time. He's disguising himself by playing slowly. He's usually quick. Made a very generous donation to the stream. Thank you so much. Okay, so he hasn't brought his knight to c6. You know, normally, so this isn't really a standard position without that exchange of knights on d4. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah. Against Erdos, I played a mistake in this position. I think I played knight c6, which was virtually never played by anybody. You're supposed to play either knight d7 or knight fd7. Knight bd7, knight fd7. I don't know what else to do. I have no idea who this is. It's a Nimzo. I mean, takes is normal. Uber driver must be... If Uber driver was dead, he would be rolling around in his grave right now, because his favorite move for some reason is giving up the center, which is the normal move there. This is a line, though. I have had this before. It's something. It's some sort of variation. Okay, rook c1 is a strange move. b3 or b4? That is the question. Or none of the above. 5 wins. Powered my way to 5 wins. Birthday power. Knight a4, knight e4, b3. Open sesame. The latest move is c3. And now queen, queen, and somewhere. Of course, it's possible to play knight e4. Self-pin, not my favorite game. Right. Rook, of course, you take on e4, opening it up. That's what we were hoping for. Hope chess. Now what do I do? Beat. Beat, 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 beat. Oh, Nefedov. It's freaking Nefedov. Nah, I was wrong. It felt like a Nefedov formation. He likes to play with his pieces, you know, this sort of form. Yeah, it's big dummy. I thought it might be Nefedov. Damn it. I can't play bishop b7 because of knight c5. So either I have to castle or play d6. d5 is kind of out of the question. This is a normal Scheveningen. It's a decent Scheveningen for black. Okay, here. Here, here. Never play queen a5. How many times did I tell you guys? He's got to be like Mr. Fancy. What the hell is going on here? Yes. But I can't imagine who this is. Move 11? Is it move 11? Oh, this is Mr. Slowhand. One of you theoretical people. Mr. Slowhand, you must have played a Sozin against me before, but it slipped my mind. I thought move 11 was throwing me a curve. Move 11's never played the Sozin, but I don't know who else to guess. Damn it. So both of our heroes are well, 2 of 3 of our heroes for today I failed to guess. Someone unsounded Mr. Slow. Our other hero we haven't found Launch Papa, right? No. Mr. Slow, I forgot. Did you play this against me before? Am I supposed to play b4? You must have played this against me once. Previously on our show. Really? Well, I know who did play it against me. Who hasn't been on the stream in a long time is Xerox. So I couldn't have known it was you. Can't blame myself for that. This must be move 11 then. Damn it, this is Nefedov. Wow. I can't guess anybody. Alright, that's it for guessing. I suck. Alright, I give up. I only guessed like 3 people. Yeah, move 11 usually plays the advanced variation. I could have figured out Nefedov if I was more thoughtful, I guess. He does play the mainline Caro. The only way to beat Nephitai was to like bore him to death or something. Or something. How about Bishop E6? Looks pretty solid. So I'm not guessing anymore. This is Chess Warriors. Chess Warriors has made no attempt to stop the queenside expansion. Well, if this is a good move, we will see. Dante's Inferno. Dante's Inferno. Yeah, I mean, obviously Black's play seems crazy, but it's not so easy to refute. We're going to do what we can do, though. And that's all you can do. Rook. Whatever. So A6 cometh. A6 cometh eventually. Well, the main point would be that Black is going to play B5. But I don't know if this is good or not. Basically a Skaveningen, which should be a decent one for Black. Oh, this is a me boy playing a weird classical Nimzo. Bishop takes or bishop e7. Or neither. Play queen a5. Queen a5. All right. Two Bs or not two Bs? Slightly losing my focus here. Queen F6 or Queen E7? Percy. All right, we got to redouble down on our concentration. Redouble. Thanks everyone for the happy birthday. You defended both threats. That's not allowed. Not allowed to do that. Well, that's Ruslan with the craziness. Slendrina. They're all showing up. This is Mobile Dan. Okay, Mobile Dan better have enough games. He had correspondence games. He was a late edition. Late night edition. Nefedov offered a draw. Alright, sir. This position I accept. I accept. White is a tiny bit better. Normally I'd decline his early draw first, but I'm not going to decline on the black side of that E takes F Karo Khan. I don't want to lose on my birthday and make Nefedov angry. Merry Christmas to the little Nefedovs. Seriously, happy holidays, Pavel. Pavel. Among Us. The bishop is among us. Acerbate, we are going to have an intensive discussion about this. You can't be that creative here. In this baloney. H3. Hell hath no fury like a troll. But F4. F4, for example, looks kind of loose. Rather loose. Well, don't pre-move now. So no tactics here. Maybe I have Queen E7. Right. This looks like something Uber driver would like. It doesn't look that clear. Well, I gotta get my pieces in the game. Where's the chat? Nobody's talking in chat. I keep fearing the chat has died or something. The death of chat. Okay. Queen F5. Queen F3. Queen F5. Queen H3. Queen F5, no, that wasn't good. There's tactics like knight a5, take e5. I have to be careful. Rook d8, queen f2. Another standard. I can play b4. Take back with the knight on b4. Again, he has like annoying knight move. The annoying orange. Juicy move. Mr. Sohan with the... Alright, knight takes... I don't know, is rook d1 a good move? Like, what is a good move? Just take? Takes and bishop g5? I really don't know what to do. Wow, every pawn is in the avalanche now. He's not holding back. Pawn avalanche. You're way too conservative. The problem is if I play b4, I drop my a pawn. Are you even kidding me? b4 takes, rook takes, bishop takes a6. That would suck. primarily because of the control of the b5 square. Oh, Mr. So I had this with somebody recently. Wasn't you. Knight c5, not recently, but in the past year or two. Knight c5, knight c5. Going once. Pac-Man. Pac-Man is on the way. I need some oxygen. Yeah, I was prepared for that Hanzik. I thought about knight a5. I'm not sure whether I should, focus on that though. Maybe white should just go for development here. Castles, knight takes, pawn takes. I mean, black is really undeveloped. Or I can play bishop c. Bishop c. There's the argument that his knight is on the side of the board on a5. The old argument. There's also knight g5. I don't know. I just want to develop. Black's king's in the center. I mean, I played a position kind of in that way today myself with black. This is a huge issue. The d4 square. d4 square is not for sale. That is not for sale at all. So bishop takes c6. Man, my bishop is good though. Maybe I should just play bishop e3. Think about it. I was actually going to take bishop g5. But I don't know if this is good enough. A great knight. Great knight. Okay, there's also knight d5. I don't know, I'm tired. Another subscription. GM Orist. You're either GM Orist or G Morist. There was an American Yugoslav chess player named Orist Popovich. He was like a math professor, I think. Orist. Make your bishops great again. Yeah, I've been in this sort of situation before. Not really sure always what to do. Uh-oh, the old, like, slimy rook trick. You decided to close it up. Well, that changes everything. That there changes everything. Alright. So you went back with bishop d7. I was going to play this, but I'm really not sure. Queen c2, knight a6. I can also play bishop e5. Then he has a6, e5. Could sack the exchange. Queen b3 looks lame. Maybe it's better than queen c2. I really don't know, guys. Your head's down. It sounds like you're doing some kind of line from Chess the Musical. Alright. Combination. Next thing, Sona Sound is going to bust into a chorus of One Night in Bangkok. He'll start doing the Yul Brenner. No, that's a different musical. Sorry. Well, Knight F4 is possible. I mean, Knight F4, Queen F4. Knight F4, Queen F4, Knight C5, Bishop C4. Or Knight F4, Queen F4, DC5. Black is better here. I should be winning a pawn. Or not. Or not. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Knight F4 doesn't really threaten a lot. I mean, Knight takes H3 check. So what should I do? Calculate more often. Knight F4, Bishop B4, Knight D3, Queen D3. It's confusing. Okay, I don't know. This is the simplest. It looks like black's better, but I probably had better. But it's just too confusing. Please don't take my pawn. The problem is... God, this player is just really strong. That's the problem. C5. Double exclam. I don't know. Do the impossible. This looks like some kind of Yevgeny Bareyev on the Sicilian Classical. I just need more development. Iconic London system. Sheever Spiller, thank you. Thank you. Did you play today? Did you play today? Sheever Spiller is in the other Hungarian team division. So I don't know when I don't follow when his team has matches and stuff. Usually. What am I doing? What am I doing? Give it all away. Alright. Yeah, I had a well-fought draw too. That's my second real draw. Oh, this position is better than I thought. Wow, I got lucky here. Better to be lucky than good. Yeah, Sheeberspiller and I are going to battle it out for who can get the maximum number of draws. I told my opponent I thanked him for not beating me, but he made me play. I mean, we didn't agree to a draw till after move 30. It was a serious game. All right, Astrobate. E5. I was up a pawn in a heavy piece ending, but my king wasn't 100% safe. Realistically, like, there was no way I was gonna win. Like, at the best case scenario, he could, like, probably force a draw. So I just, like, instantly accepted a draw when he repeated moves. I was a tiny bit worse out of the opening. Who did you play? That's like a catch commit team? Or no, Pox, right? Pox. They traditionally have a good team. Aspect, you don't know the theory. You're not playing the theory. Paks is the town where the atomic reactor is. It's like the Springfield of Hungary. They have their own, like, version of Homer Simpson running the power plant. Paks with a K. They have like a Russian Homer. Is development important? That's just too drawn. Too drawn for your own good. Pakshi. The Pakshi Adams team. I don't think I like my position here that much. Blunder. Blunder. Knight e2. Now that's subtle. Don't like that either. I'm hoping for knight f4. How about my knight? Raise your hand if you would like take that pawn on a3. You need to reevaluate your priorities. If anybody here is ever considering like taking that pawn, you have serious problems with concept of development. The mother of all pawn moves. All the moves I want to make in this position are illegal. Let's see, bishop takes d5. Why doesn't that work? Damn, are you serious? I can play bishop takes d5. Birthday blunder. Bishop takes d5, knight takes c3 check, knight takes c3. What the heck? You moved your f8 bishop for the first time, move 28? At least you castled. I never castled. See, Uber Driver, it's overrated, the whole castling thing. So why is this d5 pawn poisoned? Bishop takes d5. It must be something really vicious, like knight f3 check. I'm not seeing it. Bishop takes d5, knight f3 check, pawn takes, knight takes. Pawn takes, bishop takes, check. Is that it? Are you serious? You're gonna play... You're gonna give away a knight? Bishop to give a knight, get a knight? It's like the library. Bishop takes d5, knight f3 check. Queen takes f3. Knight takes c3, knight takes c3. Bishop takes c3 check. This still not working for you. Bishop d5, bishop g4, f3. Bishop d5, knight takes e3, knight takes e3. It just looks too greedy. Bishop takes d5, knight takes c3, knight takes c3, knight f3 check. Queen f3. Bishop takes c3, pawn takes, queen takes c3 check, king e2. But I still don't see anything. Well, I'm probably blundering, but I don't see it. Well, there goes that plan. I guess we just have to reposition. Unbelievable. Which way do I go? Not so easy. Tempting to play this. Yeah, I saw Carlsen. It was funny. It's nice to see a human side of Carlsen, you know. He's just being a like 30-year-old guy. That was really, you know. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's nice. Nice to see the human side of Magnus. He's not a soulless silicon machine or something. It's pretty cool, I think. I agree. So Ruslan is, however, a soulless silicon machine. I don't know how he did in the bullet tournament. They were just sitting there drinking beer. I mean, obviously he wasn't trying as hard as some of those people, taking it so seriously. I really don't know what to do here. Alright, this game we haven't seen in a little while. There is a theme here. Theme tournament. Another high-level positional move. Jeez. I don't know. This player is pretty tough, dude. Gotta get up pretty early in the morning to beat Sybil Dorset. Bishop g5 is interesting. Get me out of here. Pretty early in the morning. Notice I didn't put my rook on d8 for a reason. Percy could be in trouble here. Right, now what do I do? I should really bluff more often. Knight e4. Now I need my bishop. What bishop? Right? Oh man. Wait a minute now. What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Whoa. Look at this move. No, no, no. What the heck am I doing? E5? Dude, that is so annoying. Knight b5. What is this move? a6. a6. Knight d6. What a weird position. Oh my god, another g4, a Sicilian. Imagine that. It's been a while since I had one of these. Standard. This used to be standard. d5, sacking a pawn. I remember losing to Nick DeFermian in some position like this. Whoa. Alright, what next? f3? f3 would block my queen. How about rook d5? Rook d5. So that's it. Knight g4 and you just win. You gotta be kidding me. Life can't be that easy. I've got a castle queenside. That doesn't seem right. Knight a5. Now bishop d3 or bishop e2. The one thing I've noticed is that when I play over the board chess, my simuls tend to be better. It's like there's a state that I reach when I'm playing of sort of mental concentration that I lose when I don't play over the board for a while. That's refreshed somehow. Almost inevitably, like whenever, even if I'm tired, if I don't play over the board for a while, my simuls suck. But, yeah, this is, wow. What could possibly go wrong? Well, his queen is trapped, right? The queen is trapped. Rook d1. Bishop d1, rook d1. Very subtle. It's a no-go. No-go. A no-go zone. Whoa. Queen b6. What are you doing over there? Alright. Welcome to my birthday simul. What's left of it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for your support. Appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll have a simul next week. Alright. What do we got? A5. To A5 or not to A5? He's pressuring my B2 pawn. I could just play C3. That looks pretty solid. C3. Blunder check. Mainstream Monday. Moon Day. I don't know, this player is scary. They're very unbeatable. What was the last game like? Yeah, I don't know, man. A little too unbeatable, if you know what I mean. But I decided to give them one more try. Right, like It's hard not to sack the exchange here. Incredible compensation. But it might be impatient to do that. We gotta do something. Why that, though? Okay, he's coming with bishop g7. 94. 95. There's 95 as well. Patience, as they say, is a virtue. Caruana Day. No, that was Marijuana Day. National Marijuana Day. Aswade always gets it confused. What are we gonna do with you? You get it confused every time. Every year. You don't say. Wait, is it Zugzwang yet? Not yet, but it will be. Yeah, queen trade. Of course. Yeah, it doesn't look like I really have a choice about it. Bishop takes h3. It's not so simple, this business. This business. Well, that guy has more time than anybody. Mortanon. Rick and Mortanon. I think Slowhand and I are still in some kind of psycho theory. I don't know, man. I mean, Sybil Dorset must be a GM or something. They're extremely strong positionally, and I can't beat them in 7 games. That makes me wonder always, when people are that good, like, why would you want to play? They're just lucky. What am I going to do? B4. Well, that looks standard. I guess it's time. Gotta get some kind of counterplay. Right. Now which way did he go? This has to be normal. What? You don't want to trade queens with me? Hurt my feelings. You've deeply hurt my feelings, Amoeboid. Doubled isolated pawns? You're not even interested? Hansik's middle name is like Houdini. They call him Houdini Hansik. Hello, bishops. Nice to know you. Now A5. Why not A5 now? I don't know. Why not? H3. Hyper positional move. Knight G6, Knight E6. I still think Sybil Dorset could be Uber driver. I don't know. It's awfully strange that he always shows up when Sybil Dorset is here. And this player is concerning me. 1100. And breaking the rule of the London system. That's a bad sign. He's an awful good 1100. I guess nothing dramatic happened yet. Alright, what am I going to do? Queen takes or pawn takes? Why would I take with the pawn? Not sure. Defend the second rank, maybe? Queen takes. Defend the c3 pawn. The problem is, okay. Yeah, pawn takes. Has its advantages, perhaps. Yeah, but what's he gonna do? Like play bishop e6? Can't do that. White has shifted. I mean, black has shifted to the attack now. You're going to give the exchange back. Understandable. I don't know, maybe I better play rook g8 first. No time like the present. h4. How nice. I can't play a5. I'm like tempted to play a5. Taco Bell. It's Taco Bell time. I concur. He has no bishop. Exactly. Stay away from my chalupa. Wow. This is unbelievable. What am I going to do with this guy? What was his last move? Rook AC8? How is he again? 1600 or whatever? Please stay away from me. And don't hurt me. It's my birthday. Yeah. Why is my time just disappearing? I'm not even using that much time. Where's my freaking time, people? Holy moly. He's slowly luring me into overextending myself. Steadily. We have combination with rook takes d4. Rook d4, bishop d4, knight check, pawn takes, knight takes. This like doesn't work. I don't think. Yeah. That's pretty standard. D5. I don't know, guys. Wow, major blunder. Finally. Blunder. And it's not me. Bring the VR. I want good VR chess. Really sucks that there is. This kind of looks like one of my teammates couldn't win today. Something similar to this. It's really disheartening. Wow, Mr. Sohan. Coming with the knight d5. Dude, you're a psychopath. What a psycho. You're forking me? Are you forking kidding me? I guess I have to take it. Alright. Yeah, I'm tempted to like sacrifice a piece. I don't keep score. Bishop h4, I guess. What's the question? Time. Time is score. It's score time. Knight d6, bishop d6, rook d6. What else? I had a plan here for you. Juicy. Juicy Carlson. That's what they call him. Whoa. Yeah. Now what's he doing? How's our king? Everything's cool. I have a knight on a5, that's good. Knight b3 check. Knight b3 check. It's a funny variation. Knight a b3 check. So what happens here? Psycho man. I don't know. Look. He gets that joke all the time. It's boring. He's tired of that joke. Alright. I gotta play d5 somewhere. What would Igor Foigl do? Bishop c6. Then knight d4. Knight takes. d5. I don't know, what am I supposed to play here? Knight c5? It looks stupid. I don't know. Percy. One of my teammates had this draw where the guy had every single pawn on the wrong color, but there was nothing he could do. It was totally a fortress. Similar to this. Kind of. But worse. Yeah. He's pretty solid here. That's check. I don't know, man. Rustlin is like a grandmaster in disguise when he plays in SIMULs. He starts to be like a different player. He's so good. Very tough. I don't know. This player offered a draw? Wait, what? Didn't you just hang a pawn? Is this some sort of con job? He just played e5, dropping a pawn? Yeah. I don't think I have anything here. No, I don't know. I offered a draw. What happened? Rook FD1 attacking my pawn. Queen B7 gets forked. So D5. I don't know what else to do. Okay, knight G4 can't be healthy. I should just take it. It's also possible to play Queen H7, right? I wonder why Mr. Slow didn't offer a draw. In this one. Rook A4. Some material balance here. Rook A4, Bishop A3. Rook A4, Bishop A3, and I'm up a piece. So I'm up a piece. I don't need to be up 2 pieces, but if I take and you take, oh, you castled. Nice. And everything's protected. Well, that's convenient. Damn, dude. Really playing like my teammate. Wow. That's legal? Are you kidding me? Can't believe that's legal. D5 takes? Not what I expected. Wow. I guess knight takes. Offer to draw. 10 wins, 5 draws. Ruslan is a rock. The rock of Ruslan. The rock star. You should be a Boston sportscaster, man. You'd be a brilliant sportscaster. Queen F4 check. Gives my king a square. It's interesting. But it forces his king to a safer position. Wow. That doesn't look right. Alright, what's going on here? He managed to not lose any pieces on that sequence. So queen takes. I guess. I don't know. The heck just happened? I don't know, but I'm confused. Oh, you've seen all that before. I sacked an exchange. I forgot about that. Is that important? Right. Wait. Check. No, no check. All right. Damn, the guy doesn't stop the tricks. Okay, 4. What is going on here? Officially sucks. Alright, I am just too short of time. Niels, thanks for subscribing. Come on. I like how that guy offered a draw. Am I down a piece? Hmm. Whoa. Ruslan Bear is like impossibly good. Dude's pre-moving, super annoying. Alright. That's my king there. Yeah, that's good to know. Right. Alright, I'll give you a draw. That's tough to break through. I know I'm a generous guy. Ho ho ho. Drewster Carlson is speed master. Yeah, I didn't see happy birthday. How do we have so many games still ongoing? How is Ruslan like a master strength player? Wait, what? Oh my god. What is that? Where did you get that move from? Are you serious? He has this move out of nowhere? He's had like no time for the whole time? What is this guy? Damn. You're serious? What? I'm gonna lose this game? Oh my god. That's like a robbery. Wow. That's a total robbery. Dude, are you serious? I just got robbed. At gunpoint. Speaking of robberies. I don't know. Ruslan is basically master strength. This guy is unbelievable. Can't believe I got mugged in this game. Where did this guy come up with his moves with no time? Who is Hanzik? Who the heck is Hanzik? They've been playing on increment for like 30 moves. check him out. I played this player before, but it's unclear where and when. It abandoned one game. That was the G5 Alyekin. Abandoned another game. And abandoned another game. It's 3 abandonments. Damn, dude. What just happened? I did that? I left my rook there? Wow. So the Hanzik player has abandoned 3 simul games against me. That's reassuring. It's great to play someone like that. That's perfect. I mean, Ruslan will be better soon. Yeah, did you see the opening of that game? He was like the most lost of anyone in the simul. That's really messed up. I can't believe I agreed to play someone who abandoned 3 simul games against me. That's disgusting. Oh, Mr. Slow, you're just devastating. He's unbelievable, my god. Wow. Maybe a little later. I'll think about it. So h3, rook takes h3 wins for white. The guy has 13 minutes left. I love it when people do that. You'll be welcome back in many simuls. Mr. Slow is so fast. It's unbelievable. My God. I don't know how to win this. I fricked this up, man. He's got 14 minutes. Yeah, I messed it up. I should have been winning. Wow. I should have lost that. So I guess it trades off. Six in play? How are there still six in play? What's six? Are you guys like sitting on your hands or something? How is there still 6 games left? Ruslan decided, I guess, to try to lose a pawn, so he still had a better chance to win on time that way. It's a good call. It was a good call. There's no way he's stopping both of these pawns. What happened? King B1? Right, okay. Here's a threat. Gotta give Mr. Slow his money's worth. I'm losing my G7 pawn. Or not. There you go. Damn. Wow. Guys, thanks everybody for playing. Got 12 wins, 9 draws. Symmetrical. They're like matching endings. Oh, I have a check. I don't know. Can I win this or not? This is the big question. Looks very similar. Alright, man. Thanks for the game. We got 3 left, 2 left. But it's coming down to one of our biggest supporters, Mr. Slow. Ruslan is lost. Obviously. He was generous. He probably gave me a pawn in a drawn position. But he's trying to win on time. So last game. The only game. Mr. Slow. Well, at least it's not a rook pawn. That's the good news. There's 2 options. I could trade queens and try to find a way to win there, which doesn't look real likely. I don't like my winning chances if I trade queens here. That looks problematic. Take. King c2, king c6, king d3, king d5. It's a draw. So if I want to win, I'd have to find a way to keep the queens on. Never rush. Another birthday draw. All right, we got 15 wins, 9 draws. If I'm undefeated, this is only the 3rd time in my SIMUL history that I managed to be undefeated. Hanzik had me, but he let me go. Too big a fish. I'm skeptical about whether I'm winning this. I think objectively it's probably a draw. Difficult with only 1 pawn left, and my bishop's kind of tied up at the moment. Don't really see. I mean, I need to improve my king and like not get checked, but I don't think it's real likely. Maybe there's a way. There's some way to do it. I don't know. Let's see. How could I possibly win this? Losing on time is a good way to lose it. What if I defend my bishop with my queen and then improve my king? For example, like queen e4 check, king c6. I have to find a way to like play for mate. But I mean, it's very risky to let his pawn go to the 6th. Trying to mate him with like my king or something. I mean, c4 is fine. I can't trade queens or it's definitely a draw. That's subjectively the only chance. Is to play actively with my king. I have a perpetual check in the bag. No. He just gets his king to d3. And that's enough. If I ever play c4 to stop him, he'll just play b3 to trade it off. I mean, like, even, it's almost impossible you could ever win. It's just reminding me of my teammates' loss today. There was this pawn he just needed to trade off. It was so easy to see it. And the poor guy just... It was right there, you know, this pretty easy draw. Couldn't believe it. It was like the worst ending I ever saw for master level players. It was basically like FIDE Master playing like a 2250. And they just, okay, they're tired, it's a long game. I understand. So now, alright. Check. Let's throw in a check or two. My bishop really can't do much offensively. King b5, just keep going. King b5. Might as well. That's a little dangerous. King b5 starts to get dangerous. Just don't think there's a way. Obviously, if you didn't have a G-pawn, I have very good chances to win, but the G-pawn is too much of a distraction. I'm sure I was winning at some point, but it wasn't easy. Mr. Slowhand is such a good player in increment time pressure. Give him a chance to do something bad like B3. Go for B3. I think you should go for it. Go for it. Do it. Play for the win. I was hoping today when I offered my opponent a draw in a queen and rook ending, I was up a pawn. I was hoping he would go crazy and like decline the draw, but he just like quickly changed his mind. He declined my draw and then a couple moves later offered a repetition. The draw offer has a lot of psychological effect. Mr. Slow could go crazy. Anyway guys, thanks for playing. It's late. It looks like it's going to be a draw. I'm pretty much out of ideas here. I never had any, to be honest. Just move my king up a square. Queen D3 check, but it doesn't do anything either. Nothing does anything. This is not realistic. This is not realistic. I force draw. Alright, good simul, guys. Undefeated. We've got an even number. 15 wins, 10 draws. Guys, thanks. It was a lot of fun. I'm very tired, but it's nice to get an undefeated simul. Thanks, Mr. Sohan. Fun game. Not going to analyze anything. It's pretty late, but still, I feel fortunate. I feel fortunate. My birthday, I'm lucky. I drew my tournament game and I got a undefeated simul. The third one ever. Thanks everybody. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Monday morning, 11 a.m. Blitz if I can survive my birthday party. And I will be back for that and all the regular streams this week. Thursday's not sure right now, but looks like we'll have Friday. Thursday's the only stream that's dodgy. Thanks, Mr. Slow. Thanks for your support, and thanks for the support from everyone, especially Mr. Slowhand, Knowledge Papa, and Somewhat Unsound. Astrobate is always Mr. Coffee. Thank you guys. Good simul. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye.